Allow me to introduce myself.
Is that good enough? Is that good enough? Is that good enough? Right. There we go. Okay, so you're probably wondering, where have you been this whole time? Actually, like, probably your first thought's probably, why is it so dark in here? Because it's 2 in the morning. Can't seem to sleep. Bet you're all probably wondering what I've been doing this whole time. If you must know. I mean, you don't have to. I'm gonna say it anyway. So, a couple weeks ago, I was, just hanging out, doing my thing. And I sort of kind of had a minor concussion. Yeah, that's a great way to end up in the hospital. Just in case. You know. Just in case there's something wrong with the old noggin here. Yeah, so concussions, that's a fun story of mine. Everyone just kind of kept wondering why my mom was there, for the procedures or whatever, and, kind of thinking weird. Like, I mean, I'm 22, so everyone was kind of looking at me like, you know, you can come here by yourself, right? And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm not here because I want to be. I'm here because my mom said, hey, let's take you to the hospital because you don't know what kind of stuff could be wrong with your head. And I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, fine, Mom, go. I mean, I guess. And everyone just kind of tripped me into it because they were just like, you don't want Mom to stay up all night wondering if you're okay. So I ended up going, and people ended up looking at me weird, at least 3 times. It was a really short trip. But let me tell you, afterwards, you end up having these headaches. So for a couple days, I was playing my favorite game. It's called Is My Headache Stress Induced or Concussion Induced? It's not very it's not pleasant. But I did spend a few hours testing my hand-eye coordination. I played video games for a few hours. I mean, which brought me back to thinking about my first concussion. Okay, so a long time ago, about maybe it was a long time ago, I fell off the couch, and apparently I blacked out because I can't remember anything after falling off the couch. And yeah, so that happened, and then I remember that afterwards I had like this really massive headache, and I couldn't figure out why. But I learned that now that it's probably because that was my first concussion ever, and that was a really, really big one because I blacked out and I didn't know what that was at the time. I know this sounds kind of stupid, but that's not a thing that's supposed to happen. And little me, young me, was like, why is this hurting so much? And I couldn't figure out why. Fun fact. God. Okay, so in person, I'm actually very, completely, utterly I'm really shy in person. I don't know if people can tell, but I'm actually really quiet and reserved, which is why I end up filming these videos here in the dark, in my room, when no one's awake. No one can watch. Funny story, in college, one of my professors, she ended up calling, I don't know why or how, but this, my professor, bless her soul, you know, she ended up spending an entire semester calling me by the wrong name, and I didn't have the heart to correct her, because I'm just too shy. You don't want to say anything, you know, it's gonna be embarrassing for her, embarrassing for me, I don't know what to say. So, as it turns out, the following semester, I added her onto my curriculum of classes I was going to take. And what ended up happening is she recognized me, and surprise, she recognized me and she called me by the wrong name. Mind you, she thought my name was Alex. It's not. But yeah, I'm that kind of painfully shy. Anyway, it's like 2 in the morning, and I'm actually pretty hungry. It's 2:22 actually. Ooh, 2:22. Hello. Yeah. But people are asleep. You ever have a best friend who you do pretty much everything with? Maybe not everything. Who you do a lot of things with, you know. And then people end up confusing you for a gay couple. I mean, it's happened on a few occasions, actually. The first time it was during prom in high school, and my friend, he needed a suit. So I ended up going to help him pick one out. And while he was getting dressed, the guy there asked him, he's like, how long have you two been together? And I was like, no, it's not like, you know, we're just friends. So as it turns out, I guess I would seem more of the feminine type. I mean, I guess. Because I was the one who was on top of him, trying to get everything ready. He was doing everything last minute. It was practically a couple days before prom. Mind you, I didn't even go to my prom. He graduated a little bit after I did. And I was paying for his stuff because, you know, I'm a good friend. But he said he'd pay me back, and it's been 5 years now. He said he'd pay me back, and he owes me money. A lot of money. But we've all just kind of turned into a joke at this point. Another time was when I was with a friend, and he just spontaneously asked me to go to the mall with him. I didn't figure it out until later, but we were out to go buy comforters or bed sheets, whatever you want to call them. I don't really care. But we were there, and I mean, I guess we were bickering, as we do, because, like, I bicker a lot, I guess. So, yeah. We ended up playing it off, though. He said he'd take me out to dinner. There was another time after that, but I can't remember which one it was, because I think it happened twice in one day. And I think recently, during the eclipse on August 22nd, was it? He actually asked me to go do laundry with him, which is cool. And then I just kind of looked at him and I said, dude, you wonder maybe this is why people think we're gay? But, I don't know. It's just, to me, that's an amazing thing. To, like, have someone that people think that you're gay with because you're that close. Well, it's 2:30. Don't really have much else to talk about. That being said, peace out. Good night. Have a good week. I don't know. Just stay safe. Beware of hurricanes.